Hello, everybody. It's Joanna, and today I'm going to be making General Tso's chicken. Yes, you heard that right. General Tso's Chinese chicken, like you get from your favorite Chinese restaurant. So I'm going to start here. My mixing bowl. Actually, I'm going to share this to my Facebook friends first. Because I know my friend loves Chinese General Tso's chicken. Okay. So I've already got. Okay. Oh wait, how do I get off of that thing here? Okay, so I've already got my wok here, getting hot, with some oil in it. We want the oil to get to 350 degrees. I don't think that's enough oil. I'm gonna pour a little more oil in there. Yeah. Okay. And then I've got my thermometer I use when I'm canning, so I can actually. I can actually test the temperature correctly and make sure it's at 350 before I start putting my chicken in. And I've already got the chicken chopped up and everything. It's off to the side. My vegetables, onions, all that's already chopped. So I don't have to do that while I'm live. Okay, so we're going to start with our mixing bowl. And we're going to make our cornstarch slurry, which is when we're going to start with the cornstarch because it's the dry ingredient here. Okay. 1 cup of cornstarch. I got small counter space here. Okay, so 1 cup of cornstarch. I think I'll have enough to do both. Or else I might save some of my slurry mixture. Okay. I'm kind of shaking. I want to get a level, try to get a level reading. I'm going to put a little more in there. And if you're wondering why I got it in a bag like this, that's because my mom and dad had some one day and I needed some, so they just gave me a Ziploc bag of some. Okay, so why not use what you already got, especially since it's like the dead of winter. Oh yeah, see, we clearly need a little more. And tomorrow's supposed to be the coldest day of the year. So today, while it was like 5 degrees was the actual temperature this morning, and then with the wind chill and stuff, it was like minus 15. But the kids still went to school, which that was fine with me because I had to go grocery shopping today and get all my groceries for my General Tso's chicken here. Stop. Okay, yeah, a little more. No, they're just playing. They're not whining. They're just playing in the bathtub. Kids are playing in the bathtub. What better thing to do on a cold winter's night, right? I need some left for the other part of the recipe. And let's just hope that there's going to be enough left. Okay, we're at a cup now. Okay, so we're going to put this 1 cup of cornstarch in the mixing bowl. And this is to make our cornstarch slurry that we're going to dip all the chicken in before we fry it here, okay? And this cornstarch is so fine and powdery. Like, I mean, that's what cornstarch is, but kind of like confectionated sugar that you put on top of brownies when you're decorating them. So they're just, it'll go everywhere. I'm trying to just kind of get it off the edge of my measuring cup because I'm going to need it all I already know I'm going to need it all. And we have made this recipe, I don't know, 3 or 4 times at home and loved it every time. Even the kids love it. And they love it after the chicken's only been through the first fry. Okay, then we need 1/4 cup of soy sauce and 1 beaten egg. Yeah, okay. So much for that. Let's see if I can get some more out of here real quick, like, because there's still a lot in there. And I know I should have used my dry measuring cups and stuff, but I can't find them. I don't know. Maybe the kids ran off with them somewhere. Hard to tell with them. I'm sorry, guys. If you're in the chat talking to me right now, I'm sorry. I'm on a different screen. I'm on looking at my recipe. But I will flip back so I can see the live chat in just a minute. Okay. So here's our soy sauce. I just bought High Top because it was the cheapest. Try and do this on a budget here. 1/4 of a cup is like half a cup. Okay. And I always take this thing off for this part and then put it back on later. Okay. So there. Oh. Almost forgot to put the little plastic cap back on. Okay. Then just put my soy sauce over there. Then I get 1 egg. Okay. I know I'm doing this in a, oh no, that's not gonna work, is it? Kind of ish. Just kind of grind it around in there. I'm just doing that because I don't have any small mixing bowls, and I can wash a coffee cup just as easy as I can a mixing bowl. So okay, so you can see it in there. It's beaten, kind of ish, you know, for what I'm doing here. So we're gonna add that egg in there. And then we're going to mix up our cornstarch slurry. And I will go ahead and flip back to the other screen for now to see if anybody's in the chat. It says, I've got 4 thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I know I'm wearing my Christmas stuff, but that's okay. Hey, Flippin' Particles, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. Well, we're making General Tso's chicken here. Wandering Marine, hi, how are you doing? Okay, this is the hard part. I think I'm going to have to get something else. Because that is not, what was I thinking, putting that whisk in there? You know, it's going to turn to like sludge. And that's what happens, it turns to sludge. Chinese American food, you learned about the history of it. I haven't learned the history of it. I just love General Tso's chicken. I just love it. So Anytime we go out to eat, I always get it. Like if we're at a buffet or just a place where you order it doesn't matter. I always get it. And I'm probably not doing this exactly the way the Chinese do, because I don't think they use cornstarch in their recipe. And I don't really know if they do this cornstarch slurry, but here, look. See how it's, I mean, and it's starting to look like sludge. But that's okay. That's what it's supposed to look like. Totally cool. Doing this before. I might add a little water so it's not so hard. The recipe was made in the US. Well, I didn't know that. Since, you know, I had to check out the other YouTubers, I looked to see what other videos were out there. And one of them was by a Chinese girl. And she said that the recipe wasn't made in mainland China. It was made in like Southern Providence or something. I don't know that much about China. Do you have MSG? You mean, is there MSG in it? I don't know what MSG is in. All I know is I put cornstarch, an egg, and some soy sauce in here. Okay, now it's starting to look good. See, it's runny, but it's when I stir it, it's kind of you know, it's kind of like stirring sludge. You know, like sludge. I hate. The only thing I can think of sludge is in a sewer. Sorry, guys. Not trying to ruin the appetizing, yummy taste, but that's the only thing I can think of. Sludge. Monosodium glutamate. I don't know. All that's in my soy sauce here is hydrolyzed soybean, corn protein, water, corn, syrup, salt, caramel color. That's all we put in cornstarch and the eggs so far. And the cornstarch, I'm not really sure what's in cornstarch because I don't have an actual container here with me handy. Added to make the military rations better. It's common additive. Yeah, I know it's real common like in the Chinese food, but I don't know what it's in. It's naturally occurring, but a Japanese scientist discovered more about it, and it was popularized in the U.S. in the 1940s in the U.S. military. It's a separate ingredient. Then no, we're not using that. We're just doing this kind of the old school country way. I don't know. I posted the link to the recipe down below in the description before I went live. In case you guys want to check it out, you can. Okay, now I'm getting the chicken. Oh. And for this recipe, you need 3 pounds of chicken. Okay, guys? That's my scraps I'm throwing away here. And you know when you get a chicken breast, it's got the fat and gristles and stuff in it. I cut all that crap out because I don't want none of that. So then you end up with these nice little like 1-inch chicken chunks. Come on, camera, focus. Focus. So that's what we're now adding to our slurry mixture here. Because this slurry mixture, instead of like putting it in flour and cornstarch to make like a fried chicken coating, we're putting it in this slurry. And I mean, the only place I heard of this is in that recipe that I have linked, and I follow it to the T. So, and every time we've done this, it's absolutely delicious. I don't know, this might look kind of like a peanut coated chicken, like when you get it off the buffet and it's got that weird looking kind of batter on it. Maybe they kind of do something like this. Add peanut butter or something. I don't know. Don't know. And Wondering Marine, that's why we use 3 pounds. Peanut chicken is good too. Oh, I know. Whew. I might have to figure out how to make that next. Because I got tons of peanut butter sitting around here. And we love peanuts. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I remember the good old days when we drive to Florida every year as a family. Like with my family, my mother and father. And we always stopped in Georgia to get like 3 or 4 bags of 5-pound bags of peanuts. Because it's like, we got to have enough peanuts while we're on vacation. Then we're going to stop and get more on the way back. And I know that slurry didn't look like much. It is going to drain off of all of this. Oops. When we pull the chicken chunks out, we want them to drain. Okay. Save our slurry mixture here. And it always works out. I was a cook in Japan a couple years in the Marines. I learned a lot about Japanese food. Ooh, yeah, Japanese food. That'd be awesome. I visited China too. I've been to like 20 countries. Oh, I bet you have, being a Marine, bud. I've got friends and stuff that are in the Navy, and they've been all, on their ships. They go all over the place, and you military people, they put you through a ringer, placing you all over. So, you did over a year of travel after you left the Marines. Oh, that's cool. So you just kind of went wherever you wanted to go.
Do you need anything from me?
Nope. Okay, so now we're going to check our oil here.
Oh, you haven't started yet.
Let's see if I can get an accurate reading without hitting the bottom of the pan. And this is the thermometer I use when I'm canning, so I know it works. But I took a couple breaks while in Japan to visit some countries. Well, yeah, I mean, how often do you get the chance to fly to Asia? So if you're there, you might as well make the best of it, right? Hey, baby. What are you looking for? I don't have no pockets. What's your look? It's right behind you. What did I say, 350? Right, yeah, sure, shoot. I mean, when my best friend, she was married to a Navy man, and, that they got divorced. That has nothing to do with it. That was their own issues. Anyway, and this is not getting hot enough. But her husband traveled all over, and he was in the Middle East a lot. So he'd go to Turkey, or they'd go, maybe not Turkey, they'd go to like Israel, or they'd go in there somewhere and buy stuff to take home. Okay, our oil's not hot enough yet. He went to Dubai, probably, I don't know, is that close by?
Dubai?
Or you went to Dubai? I know that he bought some kind of like hookah from Afghanistan when he was there. I was just curious. No, I know I said whatever I said, but I probably was wrong, because Turkey's up by Russia, so I kind of doubt that. I'm not that great at geography outside of the United States. I know Canada's north of us, and Alaska's north of us, and then Mexico's south of us, and that's kind of about it. Dubai is near Turkey. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I wish I could just. So here you can see the chicken and the corn starch slurry. This is gonna be so good. My mouth's already watering. Like yum 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 yummy. No, I smell the oil cooking. The oil smells good. We're just using vegetable oil. That's what I had here. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for the oil, we might as well go ahead and prep the double boiler.
Take a break.
We're gonna prep the double boiler because, I mean, General Tso's chicken would not be General Tso's chicken without the broccoli, right? I mean, come on, right? And I like to, my kids like steamed broccoli. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm actually going to move this cutting board because I've already burned it once and I don't want to burn it again. Accidentally. Accidents happen sometimes when you're working in a small kitchen. And I really got to move my bread maker. Next video, I might do something about bread because I've got my bread maker out here and it's just aching to be used. We used it to make homemade pizza dough the other night. I will put it away later. All right, now. Oops, one of my hairs fell in the water. Oopsies. Okay. So we're just gonna get this boiling here. That water boiling. It is a city, but it's like a country, really. It's very unique. Yeah, see, I've seen that. Okay, I hate to say this, right? The only way I see stuff is if I watch like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think they've been to Dubai. I love the Bravo channel. What's all those? Shaws of Sunset, all those Middle Eastern guys or people, because they're guys and girls. I think they went to Dubai one year for a trip. It was pretty cool. It looks awesome, but I mean, I'm never going to have the money to travel over there. And if I did, I hate to say it, my reseller Ruth would take over and I'd end up in China looking at wholesale. Just saying. That's where I'd end up. I'd end up at Mimo Chang's phone factory looking at iPhone parts. Just saying. That would be what happened. I would enjoy the vacation, but I'd be like, hey, we gotta stop and look at some wholesale stuff. Because I've dealt with some Chinese wholesale suppliers and stuff over online, but I've never like met them in person or anything. Okay, so I'm checking the oil here again. I know I don't have to do it like this, but just to be precise. And we'll be cooking rice when the broccoli's done. The rice will come next. Oh, baby. Now it's like at 200. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to turn that all the way up to high. Let's get this baby rolling. Let's get her rolling here. Kind of hovering at 220. I don't know where everybody else is. Excuse me. Tonight, but I don't know. Must be some reseller thing on. Most of our, like, I think you know, right? Wandering Marine. I think you were subscribed to the Flippin' Hustler. I think that's where I met you. And you've probably been waiting, like, when is she going to do a cooking video? She said she cooks. And I got distracted with my bunny rabbit that I had to take care of for almost 3 months, 2.5 months, because she had a broken kneecap. So I was stuck putting up update videos of her to try to get help from some of my friends that know rabbits. So yeah, you know, when you're cooking, it's kind of waiting for the water to boil, waiting for the grease or the vegetable oil to get up to temperature. But I've already got all my other stuff done, so at least that's good. I guess I can turn this up since I'm not doing anything in case everybody's tired of staring at the... My hair actually is kind of looking good right now. I got my hair colored recently, so I was wondering what it'll look like. It showed up on camera. It's kind of like a blonde and a purple color. I think I'm going to check it the old school way my husband does by dropping a little bit of water in the pot. Oh, yeah. I think she's hot now. Woo! She might be too hot. Again, it's tricky trying to keep it the end of your thermometer off the bottom, but still keep it in the grease. Okay, well, it's done because I just did the finger test with the water, and it just sizzled. Okay. I need a fork. Or, you know what? I need some tongs too, and I don't think my husband washed the tongs. So I'm going to wash them real fast. Because my sink is right here. My sink's right there next to the computer. Okay, so we'll keep this here. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to show the camera. Okay, I'm getting one piece of chicken, and I'm just going to let it drip, right? But don't worry, it won't all drip off and leave you with no coating, but this way you're saving that cornstarch slurry for the rest of your batch, guys, okay? Then you don't end up, running out at the end. And besides, all that extra will just fall off in the grease and be wasted. So I'm kind of just flipping it in the bottom to kind of get any excess off. And we put it, put it in the pan. Woo! She's frying. I have a feeling these are gonna fry up quick. Okay. I'm just kind of trying to shake off the excess, get it going a little faster here. Because if not, my chicken in the pan will fry quicker than what I can get them added in to the pan. Okay. Wondering, Marine, if you're still out there, bud, this is the trick. This is the trick to make the best. And I swear it's way better. I hate to say this, but it's way better than any Chinese restaurant, takeout, buffet, whatever I've ever had. So, and because I gotta kind of do this quick, I don't have time to hold this up to the camera. You can just see me doing this here. Oh, and my water's ready for the steamed broccoli. So I just put my double boiler top on there. I'm going to get the broccoli and put it in next. And I mean, if you cut the chunks a little bigger, then they won't fry as fast. But I'm doing this and trying to have enough leftovers for tomorrow so I don't have to cook dinner tomorrow. Because I like to cook in batches where... these are getting a little done. Let's flip them over. That one's getting kind of done. Flip them over. Oops. I'm supposed to do that. Oopsies. Put my tongs in the grease. No, I'm putting them back anyway. Oh man, see? I shouldn't have did that. There's still a bunch on it. A bunch of it just dripped off in my frying pan. My other pieces are kind of frying up too quick though, so I gotta get something to get them out. Get them out on. Excuse me. Put them out on And maybe I'll have a chance to, yeah, see that? That's a done piece. That's a fried done piece already. That's how quick they'll fry up. If you're not standing here watching them, they fry, or you get distracted on the other side of the kitchen, they will fry up really, really quick. Really, really quick. Shake, 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 shake that extra batter off. Oops! Spot flew on my computer. Okay. I know. I'm trying to shake off as much as possible, guys. Okay. Here's another done piece, okay? This is what they look like when they're done frying. And you don't want to fry them too long because we're going to turn around and do a second fry when we throw everything in the sauce at the end. So I'm just going to let those go a few more minutes here, while I try to get another piece in the pot. Oh, let's say, is there a piece there or not? And this is really hard with these tweezers. I usually do this with a fork, but I didn't have time to look for one. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Another done piece coming out already. Okay, I gotta get the rest of these in here though, because I'm not even using my whole frying pan. Or my wok. Excuse me, my wok. What state are you in? I'm in Illinois. Where are you at, Wandering Marine? Oh, there was two pieces there. Okay. I was wondering why it was like so drippy.
Your pants on so you stay warm. You got everything controlled? I need to break the rock there. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Instead of acting goofy.
Okay, so since my chicken's frying over there.
Get your leg in there. Get your leg in here first. I'll get it. No matter. Get your leg. All right, here, get your leg in there.
And we're having
Get your leg in there. Cold.
Carolinas. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, listen, man.
Tom lives down in the Carolinas.
Get your shirt on.
Tom, Queen City Picker. I think he lives in Charlotte.
Ooh, yeah. Come on, get your on, sis. Get your on.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have the time to pre-cut my broccoli.
Frozen girl. Yeah. There's door.
So I'm just breaking my broccoli into little chunks like this. And then I'll chop my stem up at the end.
You feel that, girl?
That
I gotta get brother ready.
I'll let her back in there. And the kids have already got canceled tomorrow because it's supposed to be the coldest day in like 10 years, they say. So school's already canceled for tomorrow. Okay, now I'm gonna put my lid on there and we're gonna let that broccoli steam while we keep working on our chicken here. I'm gonna try to get as much chicken out as before I get any more in. Get as much out of here before I get any more out of the pan. Do you not know what you're missing? What am I missing? The rice will come next, bud. Because my wok's too big, actually. It ends up taking up like 2 spots on the stove top here. Yes, honey. Did you have fun taking a bath? You're cold. You'll warm up. Go in there and get under your blankie on the couch. And your blankie in there on the couch? Your what? Carolina burger and Carolina chicken. Oh, I bet. I bet. I like to go to the Carolinas. We haven't ever been down that way. What? The what? The napkins? I don't know what you're saying, sweetheart. The napkins?
No, I want to take that.
You didn't say gymnastics?
Not. My goal is that you sprinkle this pepperoni.
Oh, that one? It's got to steam for a while. I see. Yeah, it's missing a stopper. It's supposed to have a thing there that you twist down and it closes the steam off. But the thing came off. I don't know if the kids ripped it off or what. But yeah, it's steaming in there. The broccoli's still steaming, even though a little steam's escaping. I didn't want to send my lid back. Yeah, I know they have a lifetime warranty on them, but I use this set a lot, so I didn't want to send it back to get a new lid thing. And then you kind of wonder, are they actually going to send me another lid back? Are you live streaming on the phone? No, I'm using my computer. Does the quality look bad or something? I hope not. I've got my extra webcam set up. But I am using like my Wi-Fi because I don't have a Ethernet cord anywhere here in my kitchen. No, I was just curious. Oh, okay. No, I'm using my laptop, bud. I know that's probably not a smart idea, but my laptop's right here. So it's not like right next to the stove. Kind of looks like it might be, but you know, it's not. Okay, so we're taking more out here. Oh, you wanted the ice water. You can see one little bug you want to swat, huh? One to see one. Okay, so I'm just kind of flipping my pieces in my. Gosh, I wish I could. Is that any better?
Hey, Mom, is he handsome or is he handsome?
Oh, wow. He looks good with the gel in his hair. Here, wait. Let me put the camera up.
Look at the camera.
Look, say hi, YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
Say hi to Todd. Todd the Flippin' Hustler's out there.
Hi.
Come on, sis.
You want me to lift you up too?
Mommy.
Uh-oh, look, my slurry's kind of frying on the thing. Yep. Okay, put your flash water down. Jolene Parrish. Say hi.
Hi.
The Wandering Marion said hi. You're such a big girl. Okay, I found a fork in the bottom of the sink. Woohoo! What are you doing? You can't be here right now, sweetheart. That's my chicken nuggets. This is the broccoli steaming just for you. Okay, we're gonna check out broccoli. Ooh, yeah, it's steamed already. Wow, that was quick. Okay. Hold on a second. It's too hot for you to taste it right now. Okay.
Oh yeah, Mom, that's a lot of oil.
Hey, honey, could you do me one favor? I need you to chop up some more broccoli for me. Can you pause, Chris? I'll find the please. Okay.
Oh, woo!
That was hot.
Yeah.
Don't pick it up. It's hot. I'll have to pick it up with my hot pads, honey.
That's good. Look at my hair.
I know your hair looks so good, bud.
Dad doesn't brush it this way.
You brushed it that way, and you put gel in it too, didn't you?
No, he didn't.
Well, you need some gel in it.
Yeah.
I know. Look at how steaming that
Mommy,
is.
what's in the bottom?
Water.
Yeah.
Water's in the bottom boiling, and the steam comes through the holes.
Mommy, I want to see.
That's why it's a double
I
boiler.
want to see. Oh wow, Mommy, why is it not orange anymore?
Not orange. Oh, it gets green at the end.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Like this broccoli.
Where's my other chicken here? Hey, Flippin.
Oh wow, Mom, that's a whole lot.
That's cool,
of
Wandering Marine. You've seen the beginning here.
Ow, stop.
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have to get some more chicken to put in our cornstarch slurry. Here, Flippin' has slurry. You didn't get to see us make the cornstarch slurry. There's cornstarch, cornstarch, 1 egg, 1 beaten egg, and 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and a cup of cornstarch. Sorry, I missed that when I said that the first time.
That's a whole lot of work.
And we want this cornstarch slurry to drip off as much as possible, so that we can save it for the rest of the chicken here.
Oh
We're
wow,
gonna put-
Molly, what's one in that one?
That's chicken. That's our chicken.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta put this
There's
piece
a
in.
lot of it in
Let's
there.
take these all out. Okay, get back, guys, please. 'Cause it's really hot.
You missed one. Mommy.
Oops. Did I just get you? I'm sorry.
Oh no, Mommy.
Oh no, Daddy's supposed to come cut the broccoli up for me. Daddy, please. Pretty please.
Oh,
Orange
no,
broccoli.
I forgot that.
Oh, that broccoli right there. Okay.
And
Watch
you-
out, guys. You
and
gotta
the
get
stem.
down then. Sis, you gotta get down.
In the stem.
Thank you. You want the stem?
Yeah, it
too?
helps if you have a partner who can assist you a little bit through the process here.
Hey, Daddy.
You want to cut part of the stem?
Yes, cut up all the stem. We use the
Mom,
stem too.
look, Daddy. There's a pack of a
Hey,
broccoli.
you have to back up, dude. You know why? Because I get a cutting board. I'm gonna move this chicken. You have to move,
I got
please.
one cutting board over
Please,
there
just
already.
move, move. Yeah, move back.
Okay,
Mom,
putting
you
this
get
here.
the cutting board.
It's over there. See, now we're just, we put our, oh, wait, let me turn the camera back.
You want to cut this piece of stem here too?
Yep. Sorry. Okay. Now, see, I just added chicken to my cornstarch slurry, so I'm just kind of stirring it in there
Mommy,
to
look.
coat the chicken in it
Mommy, look. There's that
because
place in
it's
that
the
pot.
coating. Instead of having, what?
Look.
I know, that's okay. Daddy's gonna add more.
Oh wow, Mom.
Daddy's gonna add more.
That's a lot of chicken in there.
But anyway, we're just
Watch out,
coating the
sis.
chicken in this cornstarch slurry. If I can get it.
You know that?
Me.
Hey, Daddy.
And it's kind of tough because the cornstarch just clumps and just makes it hard, but it is yummy. Okay. So now I've got my fork here. See, that is how thick that stuff is. Look, Todd, it's not running hardly at all. Okay, these pieces are done. I gotta get these off. You're in my way. You need to get down, please. Get down. Both of you get down. Move your chairs. You're in my way.
Watch out. Move, move. Your hair looks nice though, dude.
It does look really nice.
You did a good job.
You did do a good job. I just asked him if you put grease in it, and he said no.
No, they put nothing.
Or not grease, gel.
They put nothing.
I'm looking at the grease over here.
We just slipped it back when it was wet. I won't keep that shape. If we did what
You know what?
wet like that.
Hey, Flippin' is Wandering Marine cool. I think I'll go ahead and make him a message retracted. Why do you retract all his messages? He didn't have to do that. What did he do? Or was he spamming me? Wandering Marine? Maybe he just retracted everything he said to me about him being a Marine. That's okay. Maybe he has to protect himself or something. My phone is charging.
Oh, is that phone touch?
No, he was talking about he went to Japan and China and stuff like that.
Daddy.
What?
And if he also asked me a good
My phone?
he asked me a good question. You can't have one either. One's dead. One's been sitting there partying. What? Don't be smacking me with flesh water. I'm not getting that bug right now. There's one gnat up there. I'm not getting it right now. Okay, chill out, will you? Okay. No, I'm not right now. You must tell me. Chill out.
Are you wanting to sell it right now or what?
Yes, I want you to put it in the pot.
Put it in that pot with you? It's going?
Yeah. In the double boiler. Okay, so I'm just adding more chicken. But no, he asked me a good question
Yeah.
about if my homemade General Tso's chicken had MSG in it. And I said no. Not that I know of. So this is even probably healthier for you. You know, because it's cornstarch. And we haven't made the other final sauce yet that we put on when we do the double fry because this is going to be fried twice. I'm still trying to shake off any extra cornstarch slurry here. And that's what they call it in the recipe, is cornstarch slurry. So that's what I call it. How cold is it where you are today, Flippin' Hustler? I know you're up in Minnesota, right? But it's like an iceberg up there, man. It's like an iceberg outside here. I converted to a fork. Finally, easier. Oops. And this stuff even makes like good chicken nuggets for the kids. They love it. Just like once it comes out for the first fry, they like it as chicken nuggets, just like that. I mean, look. Oh, you were thinking Chinese. You bought Chinese food, huh? Real feel right now is -60. Dude, what are you doing? Look, in Minnesota, where he's at. That's a done piece. Does that look yummy or what? Okay. Did you know chicken is a cross between two Asian birds from China?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No matter. It's all fucking meat.
From an Asian bird, from two different Asian breeds?
Okay, where's your product? Right here? Anything in there yet?
No, it's waiting.
This needs to go? This needs to go in there though?
No,
This is done.
it's done. Just put your new broccoli
I
in
know,
there.
but I can't with this thing. I need a plate, damn it.
That's all I've asked you, just to put the broccoli in there, please.
Yeah, I know.
Two different Chinese birds. To be colder than Siberia. Tomorrow they're supposed to be colder than Siberia. Really? That's pretty sad. We're in the United States and it's going to be colder than it is in Siberia. Ryan said a guy brought a newspaper to work from, I don't know
No,
where.
you got it off the internet.
Oh, he got it off the internet? From Alaska, and it was Anchorage, Alaska. It was warmer there today than it was here today. I don't know what's going on.
Tomorrow it's gonna be like 40-something degrees hotter there than it will be here.
Okay, my husband Ryan is adding the broccoli to the pot here.
Mother.
So let the
Sorry.
broccoli steam. You didn't say that part, so that's okay. I don't think it'll hurt your monetization. I just don't like it to be. I don't like to curse like crazy. It is 12 now in Siberia. Wow.
12? Yeah, I bet it's below. I bet
It's colder
than that
here. Yeah, it's colder here in Illinois than it is in
Shit.
Siberia then, because it's like, it's gotta be, what was the low tonight?
I know the low tomorrow is supposed to be like -5. Or no, not the low. The high is supposed to be -5. The low is supposed to be like -12.
30 or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. 20. I don't know.
With the wind chill,
I'd have
it's
to
gonna be
look.
colder, man.
I'd have to look after I get done here with my
I'm telling
chicken and see what the weather report is. All we know is that the school called today at 4 o'clock and canceled school for tomorrow.
All Jacksonville closed down.
All of Jacksonville, which is a neighboring, like, bigger city than Virginia, everything's closed. Sorry, feel like is -8 in Siberia right now. Oh. Still though, that's pretty close to like what it's been
The
here.
real Phil?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look it up. I'm gonna look up now. I'm looking at it.
The Wandering Marine just
that's
Googled.
Alexa.
He just Googled it. I bet Alexa won't tell you. Alexa only knows how to shop on Amazon. And she can't even tell me how to sign up for FBA. Isn't that a rip? Not that I'm sure I want to do FBA, but you think Alexa would know that. You would think, maybe not.
Okay, right now it's 4 out right now.
It's 4 degrees
It's
out
about
right now.
-16 tonight.
And it's going to be a low
that's
of
not with wind chill.
-16. That's not with the wind chill. That's just the regular temperature. So, yeah, it's going to be, and it's probably already, it said it's 4 still right now. I'm
It's at 4
surprised.
right now.
Because it's cold out there in that garage when we go out and smoke.
Well, it's not that. Tomorrow's gonna be the coldest day here in a decade.
I know, it's probably going to be the coldest day in the whole Midwest in the decade. The actual temperature is 28 degrees below zero, and it says the real field temperature is -64. Holy cow! That's where the flippin' hustler is in Minnesota.
Fuck that, dude. That's too cold.
Northern Alaska is far worse, though. Oh, I bet. Can't forget that. Have you been into Alaska too, Wandering Marine? Oh shoot! Somebody didn't put the lid on the broccoli. Oops.
Yeah.
That might have been me.
Don't blame on me. I brought
That might have been me. I forgot to put the lid on. Okay, I'm just flipping my chicken here, so they get a nice even coating. Try not to splash grease everywhere because I'm sloppy.
I don't want to cook the rest of the stem. I think I got plenty of broccoli.
That's fine. You don't have to.
I thought
Give
this
it
shit
to the
worked.
right. No, give it to the rabbits. They love broccoli, especially Miss Whitefoot. She's decided she is like queen of the house. By the way.
Hi, Robin.
Oh, also it's mega expensive. He said $80 for a watermelon. Holy cow! For one watermelon.
Oh, $80?
That's like highway robbery there, man. But I guess you guys can't grow them anywhere in the northern past that Arctic line. They couldn't grow it up there, obviously, because they wouldn't have enough summertime. Because I mean, this is like watermelon country, bud. Products are funded. Oh, sorry, Flippin' Hustler. I have to put on my Carhartt bibs and jacket to go out to the garage to have a smoke. I bet. And I know you got your long johns and all your other clothes and stuff on. No. Hell no. Hell to the no. I know your family's from up there and stuff, but man, I'd be like, I am out. I am out. Oh, okay. You have not lived in Alaska, but you watched a lot of travel videos, documentaries, and such. That's cool. Hey, Thrifty Christy, what's up? Tonight we're making General Tso's chicken. Yummy, yummy, yummy in our tummy, tummy, tummies. So, since Thrifty Christy wasn't here, we have a cornstarch slurry in here with the chicken chunks, like 1-inch chicken chunks. I use chicken breast. Hey, Amelia, what's up, girl? Everybody's coming in. Cool. And this is our cornstarch slurry. There's 1 cup of cornstarch, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and 1 beaten egg. And we dip the chicken in here first, then we drain the cornstarch slurry and we fry it. And this is what it looks like when it comes out, y'all. Look at that nice coating on that chicken. I mean, look at that. Yummy! I just sent my husband downstairs to give the rest of the broccoli stem to the bunny rabbits in the basement. Because yes, I have 3 bunny rabbits in my basement. Amelia had to help me with Miss Whitefoot, give me some advice, and gave me some basic rabbit knowledge that I didn't know that I should have known. But thank God for Amelia that she could help me out. And some of my earlier pieces got a little burnt because I was doing this and breaking up broccoli to put the steamer broccoli, the first round of broccoli that went through the steamer. And I just keep kind of flipping them so they'll get even on both sides. And I'm going to add more chicken to the slurry mixture off screen here in just a minute. Glad Whitefoot is doing so much better. I know, Amelia, isn't it amazing? She went from extreme muscle loss, couldn't move, couldn't stand, to now she runs the basement, and she's literally hopping all over my basement right now. The other two rabbits, though, are in their pen still because one of them hurt her and broke her knee. Miracle Bunny. I know, right? Thursday Christy, she is a Miracle Bunny. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hit that thumbs up button while you're watching, guys. I appreciate it. Because how many little country hillbilly girls do you see making General Tso's Chinese chicken? Okay, I think all that chicken here, I'm going to leave this behind my computer for right now. So I think this chicken is almost done here. Some of them are, because, you know, they were earlier in the pan. I think that looks done. Uh-oh. Oops, that piece hit the floor. I'll have to give that to the cat. Because I don't want them, like, completely burnt. Watch out for that hot piece of chicken on the floor. I accidentally dropped it. You can throw it out there to Tommy if he's out in the garage still. Well, it's still hot. Is it really, really hot? Okay, throw it out there to him. I would have ate it personally, but, you know, that's okay. Give the cats a treat. Oh, I first thought you had a can of Pepsi. I know, you're always thinking I got Pepsi, but girlfriend, you know. You drinking a Bud Light? Hillbilly, I thought your name is Joanna Parrish. Yes, it is. Shut the door. Okay, good. I'm glad he likes it. My name is Joanna Parrish. I'm just saying I'm just a little hillbilly girl from Illinois. We're country folk around here. All my other videos were about canning and food prep and grocery hauls and stuff like that. Nice to meet you, Billy. No, wondering my name really is Joanna. Sorry. That's like a country term. That you're a hillbilly from the hills, you know, you're backwards or whatever. You still have to watch the canning videos. Yeah, man. Canning apple pie filling. Todd and Christy, you can tell them how awesome that looked. And they make the best fresh apple pies. But as good as my grandma used to make back in the day. And I know she never canned her own apple pie filling. But she must have made it the same way. Oh, you were just joking. Okay. I'm a northern Billy, if anything. Yeah, I guess so. We do have hills here. I mean, Illinois is not all flat, but especially down by the rivers and stuff, you know. But historically, Illinois was mostly prairie grass, but as people came in and cleared the land to farm, most of it got cleared. There's not very much natural prairie left unless you got land and you're in a conservation program where you know, get an incentive to plant it. I saw your snow videos. Oh my God. I know. That was like a lot of snow. That was a lot of snow. But that was from that storm that was moving all the way across the country and just getting everybody. So in like, yeah, in like 24 hours, we had 12 inches of snow. It was crazy. But fun, you know. Didn't have to go anywhere, so it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, and all the broccoli's done. In case you don't know, that's how you test broccoli. If you fork it and it goes through, it's done. Better turn my boiler off, actually, because the water is almost boiled out. I don't want to burn the pot. And the pot's extremely hot. Even these little rubber handles, I don't understand why. It must be a gas stove thing or something. I don't know. Because it never did that on our electric stove at our rental house that we had. When we rented before we get our own house. Okay, so I'm gonna just fill this back up. Well, I'm gonna dump it first because of the This is the broccoli juice in there. And I'm gonna fill my pan back up, and we're gonna make rice too. Oh wait, I gotta measure how much water I put in there. I hate that with rice. You have to measure just the right amount of water, or it doesn't turn out right. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep tending to my chicken here. What am I gonna do with my fork? Here's my fork. Oh, I forgot to stir the chicken in. Sorry. Make bacon flavored rice with the juice. Broccoli flavored rice with the juice. That would have been good. I didn't even think about that, but there wasn't much left. And if you didn't just hear my complaint about rice with the instant rice, it's like, you don't put just the right amount of water in there, then it won't get done right. And I always get the brown rice, and it never is done anyway. Seems like. Did you? Oh, Amelia. Amelia said it's supposed to be really cold, and our water meter hole is filled with water. I'm hoping it won't freeze. Oh. Is it supposed to be below 0 and stuff where you are, Christy? Or Amelia? I'm sorry. Amelia? So I know you're in Kansas. You're kind of like same kind of ish location as we are. You know, like horizontally across the United States. Oh, the Marine. Wandering Marine says, I boil my veggies with barely enough water to conserve the flavor. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. And the nutrients. Yeah, I know. And when you can, or when you freeze, I do not blanch for that same reason. I don't want to take out the crunch, and I don't want to take out the good nutrients of the vegetables. It requires an additive to cook. Oh, and see, Thrifty Christy said I'm right below Amelia. Yeah, it's supposed to get really cold tonight. I think they're filled with water because our town won't dig ditches. Well, Amelia, I hate to say this, but you know what? Are you like on the lowest point of the block, or are you on a high point? Because if it was me, I'd be out there digging my own ditch in front of my. Because our town's like that too, and if you want a ditch to really make sure the water's like running down the road and flowing by you, you got to dig your own ditch, or at least like dig it out every once in a while.
So what was this? Was this Coke or something? Somebody just spilled
His
the whole
Coke,
thing?
yeah, he had a Coke earlier.
Oh, what was that? He just spilled the whole damn thing.
I have the hot water on just enough to drip in the bathroom and kitchen just to be safe. Yeah, no kidding, flipping Hustler. I don't blame you there. It's supposed to be minus 60 degrees. I mean, I just can't imagine. minus 60 degrees. I just can't imagine that coldness, man. I can't imagine how cold that would be. That just blows my mind. I've never been that cold in weather that cold, ever. And if you guys want to make this recipe later, the link is down below in the description box. So you can totally check it out. I'm just get my chicken out of the cornstarch slurry. There's not a whole lot of slurry left. So instead of taking too much chicken out, I'm actually going to put more chicken in and kind of swirl them together. Flippin' Hustler. I'm actually enjoying the cold, though. It keeps the bad people away. I know, right? So you just add more chicken to the slurry here, and I'm just going to continue to mix it, stir it together. There's not a whole much of it left, and I'm trying to just get stuff off the sides of the pot. And I started with 3 pounds of chicken, but I think I was in a hurry at the beginning, and I didn't let all the cornstarch slurry drip off like I should have, because, you know, we're live and everything. But trying to get it coated in this stuff. And I think this is going to be the last batch of chicken. Even though I have more over there, I can always just make more tomorrow if I want. At lunchtime or something, I can start cooking the chicken again and warm it back up. Because this will probably be enough for all of us tonight with rice and the broccoli. And all this good stuff. Your channel grew fast. I'm not sure if he's talking to me. Yeah, Swamp Picker does a lot of garage sales. I'm right there with you, Swamp Picker. I like garage sales too. But my area doesn't have a lot of garage sales because, like, if you just pop up and randomly have a garage sale that's not during, like, the citywide garage sale, you'll be lucky if you get 5 people and look at your yard sale and buy anything. Garage sales exist in the Carolinas. Well, I don't know exactly where in the Carolinas you are, but Queen City Picker said he has to actually get a permit to have a yard sale, and he can only have 2 a year. Can you believe that? He can only have 2 yard sales a year. He has to pay for a permit to have a yard sale in his own yard. So I think that's crazy. I could have a yard sale every day if I wanted. I mean, and I've done it before when I've set up for the city yard sale like a couple weeks early, or I start setting up, you know, and I don't have as much stuff out. So I just open the door like, come on in. If you come, you come. If not, I'm going to keep marking stuff and keep working. I guess I could do the rice now. Sorry, I'm rudely opening my cupboard right here in front of the webcam. Okay, so we're going to use our minute brown rice. And we are going to make, not in the microwave, yuck. We are going to make 6 servings. Really? Okay, 3 cups of water, 3 cups of rice. I'll do that. Okay, 3 cups of water, which we have to get boiling first before we add the rice. Add water and rice. Maybe that's why I've done it wrong, because I always add the rice last. Because I thought you had to wait for the water to boil. Add water and rice. Stir. Bring water to a boil. Okay. Well, maybe I learned something new then. I was wondering why the rice was like, what am I doing wrong? Because this is just not working the way it says it should on the box. Okay, rice. I'm going to put down about the number 3 setting there. Cover it, right? Okay, maybe not cover it yet. Weird. Seems weird. Okay, anyway, back to my chicken here. Flipping my chicken. Flipping my chicken. Just dump the whole box in, Joanna. I know. I love rice too. But it's like, oh, I gotta be careful. Permit in town. Especially in town. Well, why? Chrissy, I just don't understand it. I guess maybe if you're in a big city, but like here in Illinois, people would like riot in the streets if you wanted a permit for a yard sale. They might just show up at the courthouse with their gun. Like, are you crazy? I don't know. And I live in a town of like 1,200 people, but still, in like all of my neighboring towns and in Springfield, which is the capital of Illinois, they don't have any kind of crazy laws like that. So I just don't think they'd get away with it here in Illinois, pulling that kind of crap on somebody. Oh, and you always overcook your rice. Yeah, so it's nice and soft. And you don't end up with any hard pieces in there. That's what drives me crazy. Mama's getting hot. I'm going to have to go get my hair tied and pull my hair up. Come on, chicken. Maybe I put too many pieces in and drop the temperature of the grease or something a little bit. And it's okay that this stuff's, like my chicken's kind of cooling off and my broccoli's kind of cooling off, because once we get done frying the chicken, it's all going back in the pan. Country or county seat here and less than 4,000 people, but they are pricks. Oh my gosh, that's just weird. Like, wow. I just kind of can't, like, that's kind of crazy. Okay, gonna listen and list. That's cool, Flippin' Hustler. You can come back when I start in the next section. I'll tell you about that. Get that chicken in the pan. Yummy. I know. I just don't want to put too much in there because it'll lower the temperature of the grease if I put too much in at once, and then it won't fry as fast, which I probably did. I probably put too many pieces in to begin with, but that's all right. This piece looks done. That piece looks done. See, because then I have like some bigger pieces like that. I don't know if that's done yet. Yeah, babe.
Look where I am.
You got stickers all over your shirt. Aren't those cool? They're rockets. You were supposed to save those to put on your height calendar to mark how tall you are.
I got them.
Yeah, well, so much for that. Maybe I can find new stickers. I can see the video, just have to chat. Okay, that's cool. Understand. Because if you sit here in the chat the whole time, then you get distracted. I know. I do too. I try to just keep listening. Today, I took more pictures of earrings. I know Amelia knows I've been doing jewelry. I've been on a jewelry kick. The last week, the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, I've only been listing clothes or shoes or whatever, random stuff I find. But I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go back to the jewelry for a little bit and get a change, you know. The battery's running low. Here, plug that baby in. Thought I had it plugged in. There. Did that? Wondering Marine, did that make any difference in the video quality there? I didn't realize. I forgot to plug it off after that. I hope I'm not still buffering, guys. I can't see anything from my side. The video looks clear. And my time and everything's still going. But I'm losing viewers. And nobody said anything. Uh-oh. Is the chat gonna let me chat? Type in there?
Yeah.
Why does this happen to me when I'm like halfway through my live videos? Something goes to crap and I have to restart the whole video. Ow. Don't do that. Don't burn yourself. Okay, you see me now. Okay, cool. Yeah, it must have been the whole battery thing. Or NIM. Or NIM. I don't know what that means. Unless you mean 9 Inch Nails. That's a band. It's the only thing I know with that. Okay, so I'm getting the rest of my chicken out here. Because we've already been live an hour and 20 minutes. Didn't realize that. But this does take a while to cook, so. You're good. Good band. I know, right? I know. I love the rock bands. I used to be a punk. I used to dress all punk rock. The screen was stuck in your shirt said OMIN. Oh. I think it says only a morning person on December 25th. Because it's a Christmas joke. Only a morning person on December 25th. Like, I'm ready to get up and open those presents, boy. The truth. Hey, bud. Thanks for stopping in. I broke my rule and bought something from eBay, only to find out later that the buyer with a perfect score was suspended by eBay for not delivering items. What? So they were selling them and not sending anything? I mean, how long do you think you get away with that before eBay catches you? I'd hope it'd be like only a few times. Who would? So did he actually get your money and eBay didn't refund you? Johnny, the truth, I'm sorry, or David. Johnny Cash did their Hurt song, killed it better than how they sang it. I love Johnny Cash too. And I know exactly what song you're talking about now. The last one he did before he passed, right? That is a good song. And since there's not much slurry left on this stuff, I'm just, on these ones, I'm just dropping them in. Let's get it done with, right, guys? Okay. I better stop there. There's about 10 pieces in the pan. Uh-oh. Yep, my rice is boiling. Oops. Missed that. I'm turning it down to medium to let it steam. Timer for 10 minutes. Oh yeah, that rice is starting to look good already. Yeah. Okay. Get these last 2 pieces of chicken out here that's done. Yeah, I'm definitely taking there's probably like another 1/4 of a pound of chicken sitting over there on my cutting board, but I am not gonna have enough mixture for it all. So I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'll put it in the refrigerator and mess with it tomorrow. Okay, so the truth said the top rated seller with 100% feedback score, so I don't get it. Yeah, eBay refunded me. At least you got your refund, but I mean, to get to top rated, that's hard. They must have like been at top rated and maybe they got sick or something, or else maybe they were desperately in need of money and they just started listing high dollar stuff and that they didn't have. I mean, I wouldn't do it. The chicken screaming. No, that's my pot here. See the lid? It's got kind of like a steam hole, and it's actually supposed to have a knob that you push and turn down. But I think the kids took the spring out. And kids, they mess up stuff sometimes. They get into your pots and pans, and then something just doesn't work like it used to, or something's missing. So it's all right. I do have a lifetime warranty on those. This is one of my Royal Prestige pots that cost me way too much money. I shouldn't have paid what I paid for them, but there's a lifetime warranty on them. I was a sucker. It was before my days of if I can't thrift it and it's not a food product, then I'm not paying retail. Oh, Christy. Your skills woke up, looked at you, and turned around, lay down. I just sold a cat scrub top. Hope it fits the person. I think it was more like a 2X, but I listed as a 3X. Did you have measurements in there? The truth, when can I drop by and get some eats? I don't know. Where do you live? I'm just teasing. We'd have to okay that with my husband first. Just teasing. Now, Tom lives in North Carolina, and he was teasing me and said I need to mail him an apple pie, or that I need to drive down to his house and bring him an apple pie. And I said, well, I'd have to drive through 5 states to get there, bud. And he's like, oh, holy crap. I'm just flipping my chicken there. I don't know if you're too Christy. I know I hate doing the clothes thing. But if it's marked a certain size, I hate measuring. It sold fast like the day after I listed it. Oh, well, that's good. I hope I put them in. But sometimes I forget and remember later. Yeah, I know. I don't want to do it when I list them, usually, unless I've got a bunch of them right there that I'm already drafted and stuff. And all I have to do is like put in the pictures and then the measurements and the description. And hold on now. I don't want you to trip and fall. No more running through my kitchen while I'm cooking. I don't think that's the case. Fry the rest of the chicken? I'm not frying it all.
You fry it.
Okay. Let me fry it. Joseph told me I better finish it. Okay, while I'm doing this, I might go ahead and make my sauce, which I'm going to need for the next round here. Okay, I'm going to flip over to my other screen so I won't be able to see the chat right now, but I will be back. Okay, and I hope it didn't do anything weird to the video. Okay, 1/2 cup of cornstarch. And I'm just going to put in whatever cornstarch I got left because I'm running low. Actually, do that. Because I don't have a whole lot left, but I was at my mom and dad's and one day and I needed cornstarch for something and she just gave me a Ziploc bag with a couple cups in it. So I can always add a little clear gel because clear gel is the same thing. Clear gel, aka Permaflow. Clear gel is used for canning, but it's still a starch. I mean, it's still a cornstarch. It's just a modified cornstarch that's used for extremely high temperatures when you can. So, all right. Okay, and it says to put this all in your quart jar and shake it up. This is gonna be hard with this big mixing, this big measuring cup. Dang it. Sometimes things are just harder than it needs to be. That's when you grab your canning funnel, right? It's already got one, might as well use it. Okay. Come on, cornstarch, go all down in there, or clear gel, whatever I have. Okay. Like I said, it's all cornstarch, so it doesn't really matter. 1/4 cup of water. Here. Fourth cup of water. 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic.
What time is it? Oh man, I got one more.
Okay, 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic. And we love garlic, so it's kind of like heaping. 1.5. Okay. Then 3/4 cups of sugar. Okay. So I got my sugar here. Okay, 3/4 cup of sugar. Three-fourths cup of sugar. 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Which I got right here because we used that earlier. Oops, I better flip my chicken. See, that's the thing. You can't take your eye off a chicken too long because then it'll cook up. When you're not ready, it'll be like, I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning. I'm just flipping all my chickens here. So that piece was really done on that other side. Okay, 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Half cup soy sauce. And this is where I'm doing something a little different because I had to improvise. Okay, first, before I do that, check on the rice here. Oops. Don't do what I just did and put the rice everywhere. Feels like it's burning to the bottom of the pot. I think it's done. And I'm gonna let it sit there. It did kind of burn to the bottom of the pot accidentally. Okay, so this is where I'm improvising a little bit because my grocery store doesn't carry cooking sherry anymore. In our little town, excuse you, she didn't think it was, I mean, the original owner passed away. There was like, it was owned by the family estate for like 3 or 4 months or for a while until it all got switched over. Yeah, it was a mess. Anyway, the old owner actually stocked real cooking sherry. It was white wine. And this recipe calls for 1/4 cup of white vinegar and 1/4 cup of cooking sherry or white wine. But I didn't want to go buy a bottle of wine for $10. So instead, I did this Heinz red wine vinegar mix. So I'm going to put, instead of a 1/4 cup, I'm going to put a 1/2 cup because this is kind of like my 2-in-1 here. And we will see. If this works just as good, I will be using this instead of white vinegar and sherry separately. That does not look like 1/2 cup. It is, okay, it is. Okay, 1/2 cup of the red wine vinegar in there. Oh, and 14 ounce chicken broth. Holy shit, that's not gonna fit in that jar. Well, maybe we'll add the chicken broth to the pan directly at the end before we put everything else in. And this is, the recipe said, what does it say? Must be put in a quart jar. This is a quart jar. No, this is a pint. That's what I did. I put it in the wrong jar and shake it. So that cornstarch, see on the bottom, it's all dissolved good. Can you get that back in there? Thank you. So I'm taking out my chicken pieces. It's done here.
Wow, Julie, look.
I know, I'm cooking a lot of chicken. I'm going to end up having to cook more tomorrow because we got leftovers that I've already chopped up.
Julie, look.
And I don't think it'll be enough for just like its own meal.
Julie, I think so. But it'll be too messy.
Yeah, I still got more in here. Jeez, Louise.
Guess what? Now they're going back to the Vikings.
Is there any way you do me a favor and finish frying this up for me?
The meat?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
taking all these pieces out, and I just got one more batch to go.
Oh, I need to do that.
I know, you probably don't fry it as long as I do, but I've been...
I've been frying about, yeah. Look at them
Oh,
all.
shit, pick that up, can you?
Look at them all. Take them out. What's that? What's that? Crunchy chicken.
I know, it's not supposed to be that crunchy.
Come on.
But I was making the
Yeah,
next
all the
sauce. I was making, not that meat. You don't have to worry about that. I'll do that tomorrow. Because I know it's getting late and we're all getting hungry.
Yeah, I thought it was late as hell, man. Come on. What's what meat you got left?
Yeah.
Go in there. I'll take care of it. Because you're letting this shit cook way too long.
Hello.
The rest of it I don't think took too long.
Yeah.
It was just that one I had to do with rice.
This fucking shit you're gonna cook. Too. You're gonna cook right. Yeah, good. You should let all of this still on.
That's done. The rice is done.
Come on, your YouTube shit.
Huh? What? The rice? Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it's still going.
There ain't nothing on there.
It's just because I was looking at my recipe page. There you go. All right, Ryan's going to take over for me and fry the rest of that chicken while I go have a smoke break real quick. You're scaring your sister.
She don't care. They don't care.
You're just playing. Okay, I'll read the comments before I leave.
All right, read them.
Oh, Thrifty. Christy found a place in town to get toward clothes, $5 each, but hey, I can sell them for more on Posh. Yeah, going on, I mean, because that's the line from Hot Topic, right? It's the plus size line. Cornstarch. Ask yourself, why would you need cornstarch? Makes me go, because cornstarch makes everything like thicker.
For the sauce.
It makes the sauce thicker. It made the batter thicker for the chicken.
Probably works.
Funny fact, garlic can be used as a ooh. What, to keep vampires away? Yeah, but as a bona fide hustler says, ew, yeah. I know, right?
You love garlic. Why are you lying? Well, you love garlic.
I know, I love garlic, but I don't think it wears alone.
Not alone. Hell no.
You like my phone candy? Well, that's my Christmas shirt. Drop one on this clothes, please.
Just to let y'all know, she did overcook the chicken.
A little bit, okay. It's because I got doing other stuff.
I know, whatever. Whatever.
Well, I was doing
Whatever, man. I'm just telling you, man. You overcooked it. You're like, nah, I didn't overcook it. Yeah, you did
Well,
overcook
I
it.
like my chicken to be done. I want to make sure it's done. I'm just doing like what Gordon Ramsay
That
did.
is definitely hey,
I'm just doing it a little longer.
y'all. That is definitely done, right? Okay.
Sorry.
Just saying.
Like I said,
Joanna,
this is just like
drink another beer.
This is just like amateur hour.
I can drink 12 packs. So get that chicken right.
What?
Huh? What? I can drink 12 packs and still get chicken right.
Oh, that's good. Okay. The chicken broth. Okay, here was our sauce we just made. We shook up. We're gonna add
Hey,
chicken
what
broth.
you two birds? Settle
And then-
down. Really.
Stop!
Respect
Get
both
out
of
of here, away from my stove. Go somewhere else. Jesus Christ. What are you? Okay, and then I got my chopped green peppers and chopped green onions in there
Go play.
to put
Go
in
play in your quarter room. I mean, you got tons of
with the
toys,
broccoli
man.
and chicken
I know
and
the toys that
everything.
you had when I was a kid. Oh my goodness, I've been hog heaven.
It wouldn't even come out of the bedroom.
My toys were going outside and playing, dude. That was my toys. Well, I know that. But they're in gymnastics. I mean, come on, you act like, well, they don't do nothing, man. I ain't get no gymnastics. My gymnastics was going outside playing.
Mommy, I was playing this game for years.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna throw at you. You can't start. Hey, you can't start acting right and doing good at school. No more gymnastics for you at all. Remember what? What are you doing now? Okay, that goes over there on the hall street. Go put that back over there on the hall street. Go put that. I'm trying to cook. Here's Jolene. I'm not playing game right now. I gotta cook. So Mom gets done smoking. Okay? You gotta finish your own job. You know, it's all good. Better leave her alone, dude. I'm gonna be such a badass. Hey, leave her alone.
Yucky,
Come on, yuck your butt, dude.
yucky.
Go ahead, bring that rule over here. I'm gonna spank you with it. You want to spank with that ruler? On your butt. Run, little sister girl. Run. I will catch you in a flash, like bump, like nothing, like bump. Nothing. You're not even a challenge to catch. You gonna finish it? Yeah. You're almost done.
Get out of here, please. I don't want you to get burnt. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Enjoy it, bro. What are you drinking there? A nice cold Bud Light, buddy. Sorry, I only have 2 viewers. Oh, I've got 2 thumbs up. No, I've got 2 viewers. Please, guys, before you leave, give me a thumbs up. Maybe a little vanilla behind the ears with that. Yeah, with that garlic. Okay, on here, I'm gonna put my sugar back. Because with my computer here, it's taken up a lot of space on my counter, so I gotta kind of make space when I can. Put my Louisiana hot sauce back. I did not put hot sauce in this recipe. This is from the other night.
I'll get you. I got you, Weasley. They're done. Try.
I'm still
Don't grab too much.
Will you do me a favor and put the hot sauce
Take
away?
them off. Take
them
all of
out?
them out.
Okay, take them out.
That's definitely.
I'm gonna turn the fire down a little bit here because we're gonna pour out
Quit,
most of the grease.
Quit. Mom's doing something here.
Just back up on the back.
We're gonna
Those are
save some of the
definitely
grease. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they are. Some of them are
the same.
near the beginning a little better, like that.
Alright.
Mine aren't charcoal either. Stop being
I
myself.
said-
Just be glad I cooked dinner and you didn't have to do it. Yeah, you did. Okay. Pouring off some of my
Wait.
grease here in my
Yeah.
grease pot.
Yuck.
It's sitting on the counter.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to wipe it here. You can get a paper towel.
Yuck.
They're not over there.
Watch
I
out!
think they're on
Go!
Yeah.
You little shits got the Get out of the get out! Get out! Before I spank your butt.
I still think that's might be a little too much.
You guys can't do nothing right. Get out of here. Go play.
Because we just want enough grease in there to like fry vegetables.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
really
about
awesome.
to have some kids spank because I want to spank.
Just go in the other room and spank them.
Huh?
Just go in the other room and spank them. That's what I said. Just go in the other room. They're just doing this because they know I'm on YouTube and they're trying to show off.
No matter. Okay, now what goes in there now?
Now we put in our
Carrots, all
chopped
this is-
vegetables here. Our green peppers and our green onions.
You get green peppers and onions?
And green onions. Yep,
Alright.
they're already in there. I chopped them earlier.
Alright.
Okay.
Now what? Broccoli?
We're actually, the broccoli's done too. We just kind of want to fry these a little bit first. Sorry if you can't actually see the pot inside the pot very well, because you know, I'm a big walk.
Is your beer?
No.
Alright. Guess what?
Why don't you take these chairs and get them out of here?
Where are these chairs in here?
because they wanted to get up to the stove and smell what I was cooking. Okay. So I'm just kind of frying up my vegetables here. My green onions and my green pepper.
You gotta get these chicken.
Then I'm going to flip back to my recipe screen here. Ooh, excuse me. Add green onions, hot pepper, fry for about 30 seconds. I didn't use hot peppers because I don't like, that is the one thing I do not like when I order a General Tso's chicken from a restaurant. I do not like that, those chili peppers left in and served on your plate, because I've accidentally bit into one of them and it took my breath away. I almost couldn't breathe for like a long time, like 30 seconds probably. So I just sprinkled in a little ground red cayenne pepper, because that's what I have on hand that I use in other recipes and stuff. Okay, then we take our jar mix, aka the sauce, and we dump it in, and the whole can of chicken broth to, you know, give some extra chicken flavor. I'm gonna open my can of chicken broth and add it in there. Ooh, maybe I left too much grease in there. Now I can see the grease like floating to the top. But it did not say to drain it.
Hey, look here,
And you cook this sauce until the sauce begins to thicken.
Look at it. Look, see, look, right there. Give me it. You'll get it, cause he.
Take it away from him. Did he really break it?
No, he didn't break it.
Take it away from him.
I
So
know,
he
I
won't.
teased him.
Because I didn't buy it for him to play with like that. I bought it for it to measure with. Learn measuring.
It's not for you to do it. No, it's not for you.
Okay, now I'm gonna turn my fire back up a little bit. Cook until the sauce thickens. The same thickness of sauce you get at a restaurant. You just have to cook the
It was nice.
I'm gonna try these too. That's some good chicken. You're sharing your closet with listing. Okay, that's cool, Christy.
What a nice.
I don't know.
Hey, what a nice you being mean.
I like putting stuff on Poshmark, but the sharing stuff just kills me.
So good, Justin Anthony. Being bad, Justin Anthony.
I was doing really good on it to begin with, and now I'm
Bad
like
little turd. Turd, but
I started canning and doing my live cooking videos and different stuff, and I just kind of fell off the Poshmark wagon.
Oh, there's look, rock.
So we're just waiting for this sauce to thicken up here. Oh no, the sharing just gets me. Especially when we were all like on, all of us in Valerie's channel were sharing each other's closets every day and sharing. And I mean, I saw a lot better sales that way. Sharing my closet, sharing, you know, 5 or 6 different people's closets every day with mine, but it gets to be like too much where you're like, okay, this is getting to be a little too much. So I just keep listings, you know, I try to list 3 or 4 things. When I list to eBay, I sit and I list to eBay. And then maybe the next day or the day later, I'll sit and I'll start cross-posting back to Poshmark, you know, but speaking of that, I gotta check and make sure the last thing that I sold on eBay I actually took down off of Poshmark. That's the other thing where it's like, well, crap, I spent the time to cross-post it to Poshmark and I sold on eBay anyway. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. But if that's like all you're doing, I can see how you can throw yourself into it. Like, I don't want to mention her name, but another YouTuber we all know who has a lot of followers she only does Poshmark now because of what happened with her eBay. I don't think I should disclose that. I think everybody can figure it out or already knows. Everybody already knows what happened. If you're curious enough, you can figure it out. But like she only does Poshmark. So yeah, she can sit and list all day long, and if she's got employees, you know, then they're sharing for her, they're listing or they're taking the pictures or sorting the clothes or whatever. And the sauce will start to thicken up, guys, I promise. With all that cornstarch and clear gel we put in there. This will start to thicken up. It's just going to take it a little longer. Probably because of the clear gel.
Oh, sorry.
Or maybe I left too much grease in the pot. Maybe I should have only had just enough to make the wall, you know, like wet. I don't know. You never know. But I mean, I've sold like, okay, so for the last like week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been trying to list every day. List something new on eBay. List something new on eBay. List something new on eBay. And just out of the blue, on Friday, last Friday, this girl made me an offer on a pair of cowboy boots on Poshmark. I counted her, you know, a little higher, hoping she'd come a little higher. And she wouldn't. She countered me back at the same price. So I just took it like, all right, whatever. I've had these little toddler cowboy boots forever because my son outgrew them. He never could wear them because he couldn't bend his foot to get him in the boots and all that kind of stuff. So they were listed as new without box because they were new without box. I tried to put him on 3 or 4 times and he never could. He was like standing on his toe in the boot. So that girl made me that offer and I was like, yeah. Well, then I went to eBay to take it down, and guess what? It wasn't even on eBay anymore. It fell off a long time ago, and I didn't even realize it.
Mommy.
It's my other complaint about eBay.
Mommy.
Why can't it be more like a database? Like access. It's almost done, sweetheart. I'm waiting for my sauce to thicken. Okay? I promise you, I'm waiting for the sauce. We'll go watch TV then. It's starting to thicken up a little bit there. Okay. Here, I'll pick the camera up here. Uh-oh. Plugged and replugged in my battery on my laptop. Okay, so you can see in the pan now. I wanted to give you a look in the pan so you can see the sauce is starting to thicken. Okay. I guess I should have did this when I was frying the chicken, but I just assumed everybody knew how to fry chicken. It's so weird. Joseph, I can't help you right now. I'm cooking. Well, look for Daddy then. I think he's outside. You'll have to wait for him to come back in. And it's starting to thicken up. Don't open that door. It's cold out there. Don't you open that door and demand him to come in here right now. You better go sit down and wait. Go sit down and wait. You can wait, dude. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm making you seasick here, guys. Let me see. Which remote is it? Is it the right one? Does it have the red whatever on there.
This red
It's got a different red button on there than the old remote has.
Here's this red one.
Is that it? Let me see. Yeah, that is the right one. Here, go in there. You know what you do? You go in there and hit this back button. The back arrow.
So,
Sis! Now they're going to go fight over the remote somewhere. Sorry. I keep jumping the camera. I'm not meaning to, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm just holding my webcam in my hand so that you can see in the pot here. Oh, they're fighting and crying. Well, I can't do anything about it now.
Hey, what happened?
Okay. So you can see it's starting to thicken up. She's got the remote control. Give it to Daddy.
You